5 a.m. Eastern this morning, a ceasefire in Gaza officially went into effect, according to the IDF. It marks the beginning of a U.S. brokered peace deal aimed at ending the war, a lofty goal. Now, Hamas is set to release all of the Israeli hostages in exchange for Palestinian prisoners. This is the third major pause in fighting since the war started 2 years ago. Joining us now, President Emeritus of the Council on Foreign Relations and author of the weekly Substack newsletter Home and Away, Richard Haass, and Senior Fellow of Middle East and Africa Studies at the Council on Foreign Relations, Stephen Cook. So, Richard, does Donald Trump have the appetite, the focus, the desire to continue the pressure to keep this thing going past phase one?
We're going to find out. And he has leverage, which is how we got to this point in no small part. The question is whether he's prepared to use it.
There's a little rush here.
And we've got voices coming at us.
No idea what that was. Stephen, did someone ask you to brush your hair? That's what I think it was in there.
Can't take him anywhere.
Can't take him anywhere. I don't even know. I hear the voice again. I'm not sure what it is. We're going to keep going and pretend like that didn't happen. All right, Richard.
Where were we? So it's really, to some extent, up to the president. I think also he's going to run up against the reality of politics on both the Israeli side and the Palestinian side. It's one thing to do this, and I don't mean to diminish it in any way. It's a significant accomplishment. But to use a baseball analogy, this is the first inning. We've got 8 to go. And you've got to really work, got to get through Israeli elections. You don't have a consensus in Israel, to say the least, to quote unquote make peace or make.
Well, you can't possibly have a consensus right now. Everything's too hot. The emotions are too 100%. Strong.
Palestinian side, you can say Hamas has to disarm. It's not going to disarm. You can say Hamas has no formal role. It's going to have influence. What's the alternative in the Palestinian world? We have to see how that plays out. You've got 500,000 Israelis living in settlements in the West Bank and so forth. So this is at most, I guess I'd say, Katie, the end of the beginning. It's not the beginning of the end.
We've been at the end of the beginning a few times now. I think the thing that's missing that has not been there, and this is going to sound Pollyanna-ish, Stephen, is the idea that there's some hope for a better future on both sides. There's hope for Israelis to be able to live next to Palestinians in peace. There's hope for Palestinians to have a government of their own and to, be able to live their lives in a way that they see fit. In order to get there, you have the U.S. president who's putting, pressure on Benjamin Netanyahu. Certainly. What about the Gulf states, the Middle Eastern, the Arab states around Israel and Gaza? What is their desire to get involved and to try to bring this thing home?
I think, as Richard was articulating, there's a lot of hope at this very moment. Hostages are going to come out. Aid is going to flow into Gaza. The bombs are not falling on innocents. But the hard work is yet to begin. There are all kinds of questions about what kind of governance structures and who will lead them in the Gaza Strip. Who will make up this international stabilization force, and who's going to command it, and what are its rules of engagement, and what's its relationship with Israel? I think also in the broader question, Israelis learned from October 7th, at least they came to the conclusion that Palestinians don't want to live side by side and in peace with them. I think Palestinians, after this brutal conflict, have real questions about whether the Israelis, with, as Richard said, 500,000 settlers in the West Bank, settlers itching to get back into the Gaza Strip and resettle the Gaza Strip, that the Israelis are genuine about wanting to live in peace and side by side. So there is a long way to go and a very, very difficult road, to be sure.
It's going to require a change in leadership. And you mentioned this a moment ago. There's the Israeli elections, not just a change in leadership with Hamas getting out of the way, but also potentially Benjamin Netanyahu, Ben-Gvir, Smotrich, those folks getting out of the way.
Hate to rain on your parade, but my bet is Bibi Netanyahu is not only obviously the current prime minister, I think he's going to be the next prime minister of Israel. He will run as somebody who won the war, particularly against Iran and its proxies. He will now run as the guy who got the peace.
Do you think the Israelis really want him? I mean, he's also the one, and when things cool down, the memory of what he allowed stands to come surging back.
You will not have any of those reports on the lack of preparations or response on October 7th before the next Israeli election. You're asking me what I think is going to happen. I think Bibi Netanyahu will get the most votes. What I don't know is what will be the complexion politically of the next coalition government. Israel's never had a non-coalition government. This is going to be a fractured coalition. Will it be as rightist as this one? More or less? I don't know. That'll be the big debate. But if you're asking me, will someone else win? I think it's unlikely.
What about a governing body for Gaza? Should one come into being? If there's not Hamas, is it the Palestinian Authority? I mean, is it Tony Blair? Can he stand up a government? What is it?
Well, look, one of the problems with this is that no one's actually asking Palestinians what it is they want. They're hammered between Hamas and an illegitimate, corrupt Palestinian Authority. I think that Palestinians would like entirely new governance structures. I'm not sure they want Tony Blair running it. The optics of that are terrible. But again, this is going to be something that is going to be the result of long, hard-fought negotiations that are the outcome of which are going to be uncertain. Hamas wants to hold on to its powerful position within the Gaza Strip. It has not actually said that it will disarm. So I think it's actually premature to talk about governing structures in Gaza post-war. There's too many variables here to really imagine how that comes into being and who would actually lead it.
Maybe we should ask the disembodied voice who told us to comb our hair a little bit earlier. Maybe they have.
More optimism for you?
Maybe they have the answers. All right, Stephen Cook, Richard Haass. Gentlemen, thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for rolling with me.